Hello everybody, my name is Aaron aka Pulling Teeth and welcome back to PTW. And apologies in advance if you can hear like a sound in the background. I have a fan on today because my god, it is warm. It is exceptionally warm. I am sweating like nobody's business and it's 11 o'clock at night when I'm recording this. Either way, moving on from my problems, we are kicking things off tonight, folks, with a bit of a grudge match. We have got Scarlett Manson. She is out for revenge. She has challenged the Viper, Randy Orton, to a one-on-one match. We are getting into intergender territory here. We've had a couple of intergender matches here in PTW. They are few and far between, but they do come around every so often. And after Randy took out KCM, an RKO that put him out of action, well, she is quite close with KCM and she has challenged Randy to a one-on-one match tonight. KCM is at ringside with Scarlett and Randy is accompanied by Triple H. So let's see how this one plays out. Nice, Randy already being dropped on his head. KCM obviously going to be pretty wary to get involved even remotely physically after Randy damn near broke his neck. Randy went for the RKO again. He was already early on, looked like he was going for the RKO to Scarlett, but he wasn't able to land it. However, he is going to land that powerbomb. KCM throwing a chair in the ring. Scarlett was trying to drop Randy on his head again, but no. Overpowers her, drops her out to the floor, but she's straight back in the ring. It's going to be an interesting clash of styles here. Scarlett obviously incredibly technically sound. Randy, maybe one of the most pure wrestlers. Like, I'm not even sure what you classify Randy's style as. Oh god, see, Randy was jabbing Scarlett in the ribs with, I think it was a kendo stick there, and she just snatched his arm. Oh, it might have been that baseball bat actually. How many baseball bats are they getting here? Randy just kicking Scarlett away there, grabbed another baseball bat again, and they just keep getting baseball bats and kendo sticks, and Triple H looks like he was about to get involved, decided against it. Of course, there are no DQs and no countouts in PTW for those of you who are new here. And again, Scarlett snatches the arm. Does the best to try and rip Randy's arm out of its socket. And Randy does have notoriously bad shoulders. He has had issues with his shoulders for a long time, a good number of years. So not a bad strategy from Scarlett, to be honest. Work on Randy's arms. It might be his biggest weak point. She goes behind, Saito suplex, dropping Randy high on his head and then chops him on the chest to keep him on the mat. And then just a sweet little hip takeover there. She's got the chair that KCM threw in earlier, places it down behind her, but Randy saw it coming, running knee, and then he's jabbing. Randy's swinging, but he's not able to connect. Scarlett evading. Keeps going for a spin kick as well. She's not connecting. Both these competitors are missing each other here. They keep swinging at each other. It's not quite working. I think the referee's distracted by Triple H. I don't know what he's telling him. Maybe he's trying to sell him a Motorhead album. Randy again jumps up for the RKO, and again Scarlett gets out of the way. She's playing smart here. She knows Randy's going to try and snatch that, so she's trying to stick a move. Trying to stay as out of his reach as possible, as quickly as possible. Jesus. There's that high angle Texas Cloverleaf. She's put a number of opponents away with that in the past. Again jumping up for the RKO and again going for it. Randy keeps trying, but Scarlett keeps evading. She saw what damage it can do. Oh, fires out up top. Oh my god! Randy just caught Scarlett out of the sky. Out of the sky with that one. She dove in. And Randy snatched her out of the air, RKO, and Scarlett was out like a light. We've heard it all a million times, it's practically a meme at this point, but my word, out of nowhere, Randy Orton catching RKO, that was all she wrote. Scarlett, good night. Looks like Evolution are putting KCM and Scarlett Manson in their rear view mirror, still in their search for a new fourth member to take up that future star position. Funnily enough, the position that Randy took up in the initial Evolution. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next we have got a special one-on-one contest. Nothing particularly on the line, but if you've seen over of past few weeks. We've not seen him for a couple of weeks, but recently Brock Lesnar has been occasionally cropping up and having a pretty big matches, and he's seemingly getting on a bit of a roll here. He wants to see if he can continue that roll, climbing the rankings. He is going to be taking on, well, what nickname do we give him tonight? Is he the Wizard? Is he Le Champion? Is he the best in the world at what he does? Is he the Ayatollah of rock and roller? The ass clown? Was that a nickname he had, or was that just that was an insult, wasn't it? That was an insult. That was an insult. Either way, Y2J, Chris Jericho, ladies and gentlemen, that one is coming up next. Wait right where you are for that one. And here we go, folks. Y2J, Chris Jericho. He's going to be taking on the Beast Incarnate himself, Brock Lesnar. And I just caught a glitch. Jericho has come out. He is not messing around. Jericho has brought out the Painmaker for this one. The Painmaker was if you didn't see it, if you were not unaware, the Painmaker was a side of Chris Jericho he brought out only in New Japan. In New Japan and once in AEW. Once in AEW, I believe, to fight Darby Allin, but mostly in New Japan. It's a bit more of a vicious, strong style of Jericho, but he's going to need it tonight as he is taking on Brock Lesnar, who has been on a quiet little roll recently here in PTW. And so he's been putting people down. I don't know if he's had a one-on-one loss. We'll find out and see if that streak can be ended tonight. Ref rings the bell. Here we go. Jericho obviously has not done very well here in PTW. He's had a couple of appearances, but I don't believe he's had a single victory. And already clotheslined down by Brock. But most of Jericho's appearances, I believe, have been in multi-man matches. I don't think he's had a one-on-one. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him having a one-on-one here in PTW. It is a possibility. I should know. I booked the show, but it's been a while. But already Brock locking in a Brock lock on Jericho, who kicked Brock square in the jaw to escape it. But Brock a big scoop and a slam and snatches the arm, going for a Kimura it looks like, but Jericho fighting out quickly. And gets elbowed in the face to take down a Brock again, going back to the Brock lock, that version of the stretch model I believe it's called. Which is a very weird name. I think Brock lock actually sounds like better. Oh good lord, Jericho just brainbuster Brock Lesnar. Tilt-to-whirl backbreaker and already into the walls of Jericho. That might have been Lion Tamer-esque instead. Big chop to the chest. Jericho came to play tonight. Like I said, when he puts on the Painmaker persona, it's a different beast. Running splash from Brock. One. Just a one count and Jericho escapes from it. Chris Jericho obviously is one of the most versatile pro wrestlers in the world. He has got so many ways that he can beat you, so many finishing moves he's employed throughout the years. He's got the walls of Jericho obviously, he's got the Lion Tamer, he's got the Lion Salt, he had a springboard triangle dropkick, F5, good cut out of nowhere from Brock Lesnar, cutting me off during Chris Jericho's list of finishing moves. 1, 2, 2.9. But yeah, as I was saying, there's the Lion Salt as well. Jericho has used the triangle drop kick. He's used a lot of things. He's used the code breaker. He had the triple power bombs. Speaking of the triple power bombs, Brock's doing them now. Good God. But Jericho had the triple power bombs. He also had the breakdown, which was like a variation of the skull crushing finale. He's had the code breaker, and most recently, obviously, the Judas effect. So Jericho has got like a million ways that he can put you away. There's another brain buster and a cover one. Just a one count. Brock Lesnar, however, keeps it more simple. He's only had about 2 or 3 finishes in his entire career. Jericho went for a runner and got powerbombed to hell and just a kick out, barely. Code breaker. One of the million ways he was called himself the man of 1,004 holds. So he's got about 1,004 finishes. Whereas Brock Lesnar, F5, only ever really needed 1, 2, 2.9. I say that Brock has had other ways that he has put people away. He's used the triple powerbombs himself. He has used the Kimura. Oh God, Lion Tamer from Jericho, cutting me off now. But yep, he has used the Kimura, and at one time Brock even used a shooting star press. For those of, oh God, the moonsault with Jericho attempt, but Brock's out of the way. But yeah, those of you who have not seen Brock use the shooting star press, but use it properly, not his WrestleMania 19 one where he lands on his head. Boy, if you watch him do it before that, and good lord, it was impressive and terrifying. Jericho keeps going back to that lion tamer. Kick to the ribs and a square punch to the face. I think it might have been brass knucks. Jericho started to get a run up, but code breaker. But Brock is straight back to his feet like it was nothing. And oh god, the Hardcore Holly powerbomb. The powerbomb that broke Hardcore Holly's neck. He just dropped Jericho with it. Wait, Jericho just did Brock's own F5. The cover 1, 2, no way. Oh god. The champion almost just beat Brock Lesnar with his own move, and he just hit Brock in the face again with the brass knucks and busted him open. Lesnar just kicked out of that one. German suplex, high angle, on the toes. 2.9, almost got the victory there. Brock is busted open badly after that brass knuck shot from Jericho, but I think that's just pissed Brock off more than anything. Brock power bombs, keeps hold, deadlifted Jericho off the mat time. Cover hooks a leg, 1, 2, 2.9. Jericho escapes again, goes for another drop kick, but Lesnar steps out of the way. Lesnar's got him up, he's going for the triple power bombs again. This is going to be what, 9 power bombs now? No, it's 10 because he had the Hardcore Holly high angle one. This is starting to look like a Wardlow match. Lesnar's powerbomb people that much, and good god, Jericho with another code breaker. I think it's about the 3rd he's hit. 1, 2, 2.9, and Brock escapes. This was only meant to be a quick throw together match just to fill out the card and get some people up in the rankings, and it's turning into a bit of a show stealer. This one came out of nowhere. Brock, another Hardcore Holly style powerbomb. He's got what, 11 powerbombs now? Big running lariat, turns Jericho inside out. Jericho back to his feet, whips Lesnar off the ropes, but caught with the knee. Lesnar's feeling it, but he's tired. Being busted open, it's slowing him down a little. The blood loss will do that. Jericho goes behind, backdrop suplex. Bit of a shrug and then goes to the pin. Does he think he just knocked Lesnar out with that? He nearly did. Kick to the, he's going back to those brass knucks again, trying to open up that wound a little more. He went for a run there, but Lesnar got back to his feet, but groggy. Jericho just came punched him in the back of the head, and Lesnar again another powerbomb. That's what, 12 now? I think that's 12 now. Usually it's the German suplexes that get to this point. There's power bombs tonight. Another code breaker from Jericho. He gets the 3. Lesnar's streak is stopped by the Painmaker himself, Chris Jericho. That's somewhat surprising. I was not prepared for that one. Jericho has been on a losing streak here in PTW, but he busts out the Painmaker persona, and all of a sudden, Jericho is beating Brock Lesnar. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I was like thinking Lesnar was going to run through Jericho real easy, and Lesnar could be next in line for the world title, maybe after the we'll say after our main event this evening. I was thinking Lesnar could maybe be next after that, but that's going to maybe put a bit of a spanner in the works there. Jericho's victory over Lesnar is going to skyrocket him. Got to be from the bottom of the pile, let's be honest. Jericho's had a bad run in here in PTW, but from the bottom of the pile, skyrocketing up the rankings with that victory. But it does nicely lead me onto a segue there of what you can expect in our main event, as I hinted at it. The main event tonight, you'll have seen if you'll have seen the image for this show, but it's going to be a fatal 4-way contest after the controversy, shall we say, in the number 1 contendership battle royal at PTW Welcome to Paradise, where Hangman Adam Page was thrown out of said battle royal, and it was never called that he was thrown out of the battle royal. The ref either missed it, is blind, or is biased, whatever, but never called it for Hangman, and Hangman was able to get back in the ring and beat RVD. So tonight, 4 of the competitors who are in that battle royal are going to be squaring off for that number 1 contendership. The 2 who had the best showing, so most eliminations and longest time spent in the match, which was Big Bear and Lord Freezer, and then the runner-up RVD, who realistically should have been the winner, and then Hangman Adam Page, who technically won but didn't. So it's a smosh, it's a mess. That's going to be your main event, but it is not what's coming up next, folks, because coming up next is going to be a huge one-on-one contest between the Fiend Bray Wyatt and the Red Devil. The Bray has ran through the entire Faces of Fear faction that were former Trios champions after he's taken their titles from them. The only one that Bray has now not beat, he's beat the Bone Baron, he has got a victory over Adrian Rodan, but he has not beat the Red Devil. Bray has not put Red Devil's shoulders to the mat or tapped him out yet, so he's trying to look to rectify that. Coming up next. This one's going to look like a horror movie showdown, folks. The Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on the Red Devil. It's going to be an interesting one. Bray, 1/3 of the Trios champions, taking those titles from the Faces of Fear. His tag team partners are the Gorillas of Destiny themselves. Bray Wyatt aligned himself with them, thanks to the fact that the moniker of the Faces of Fear is something that both the Gorillas of Destiny and Bray Wyatt himself has used in the past, so took offense to the Faces of Fear using that name. And Bray has gone on a mission to hunt them down, and now he has got one left to try and beat the ace of the Faces of Fear himself, the Crossroad Demon, Red Devil, one-on-one with Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Which one of these two are going to get it here tonight? Who's going to get the victory? The bell is rung. Here we go. This is going to be hard hitting as hell. And the first move of the match is a pile driver, dropping Bray on his head. I mean, these two are not going to hold back. They are going to throw everything at each other. They are going to hit hard. They are going to hit fast. So now I'm going for a submission. Of course, the Red Devil is known for his technical skill as well. He's a great submission competitor. He'll snatch a limb from anywhere and he will twist it in ways it has never been twisted before. Bray Wyatt, on the other hand, is one of the most freakish forces of nature you have ever seen in a ring. He will take so much of a beating and it'll look like he's had nothing. It'll look like he just woke up. Oh my god, has he just squeezed Red Devil so hard that Red Devil started bleeding? Another pile driver. That's about the third or fourth one. A deadlift German to Bray as well. Red Devil is bleeding, but I don't think it's bothering him all that much. Bray locked a mandible claw while Red Devil was on the ground, and somehow that busted him open. I don't know, did that rip a tooth out or something? Whatever he did, it was brutal. Another, speaking of brutal, big line and a big boy senton. Snatching an arm, rolls it through into an armbar. The Red Devil came to play tonight. He is not going to go down that easily. He has seen what's happened to his partners. He saw what happened to the Bone Baron. He saw what happened to Adrian Rodan. Red Devil is like, that is not happening to me. I am beating the Fiend tonight. And that might do wonders for Red Devil in terms of singles competition. He's usually only known for his tag team matches. He's been a tag team competitor primarily along with Adrian Rodan and more recently with the Bone Baron in the trios, but it's usually tag divisions. Look at that, just snatched him down into a Dragon Sleeper. But you got to think, a win over somebody like the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, spinning slap, but is definitely going to do wonders for your career in terms of singles action. Uranagi from Bray. Both competitors took a while to get back to the feet. Oh god, he's locked in the Meteor Maker. That did not take it too long. He just like, screw it, and just went straight for it out of nowhere. And then an Owen driver. A sit out tombstone, 1, 2. And Bray kicks out of it. The Meteor Maker followed by the Owen driver. Look, it stunned Bray for a moment. Off the ropes. Big boy senton again from Bray. Onto the spine that was as well. Rolls him over. 2 count. Just a 2 count. And Red Devil kicks out. And look at that wrenching headlock. Almost trying to pull the mask off the Fiend's face. Takes out the knee. Oh, and a regal stretch. Got him bow and arrowed. Nice escape there from the Fiend. So interesting seeing someone who's fighting the Fiend who's just trying to submission him, which is not a strategy you often see against the Fiend, to be honest. The bicycle kick there. 1, 2. I'm going to say that pump kick, that bicycle kick, he almost put Bray away with it. And look at that, he drops himself backwards to lock in an armbar. But Bray was far too close to the ropes. Another big lariat. He's used those to perfection tonight. Nice takedown. Both competitors taking a moment to catch their breath on the mat. Back to that wrenching headlock. Very close to the ropes, but Bray was a little disoriented. Couldn't see. And look, did you see that? Bray dove in for a headbutt. Red Devil took the opportunity, rolled through it, grabbed Bray's leg and locked in a knee bar. Jumping chop to the top of the head. Taking the moment to catch his breath while Bray was on the mat, but a choke slam from Wyatt. Stands him up, straight punch to the face. Bray starting to build more momentum now. Stands the Red Devil up, hooks him up, but he's caught. Owing driver again. Drags him away from the ropes. Could this be it? Red Devil with the pin. 1, 2, 2.9. Bray just survived. It looks like Red Devil is starting to slow down a little. You saw him gasping for breath there. He did snatch another submission. Bray pushed him away and then clotheslined him. Damn near took his head off. I think he's already ripped a tooth out of his head. Oh, good God. What is Bray doing here? Bray had got him in some sort of sleeper hold and then just started spinning. Throws him down to the ground and Bray follows, grabs a chair, just drops the Red Devil with it. This match has been brutality tonight. We've had two pretty brutal matches, to be honest. It was only really that first match that wasn't. Bray just repeatedly cracking the Red Devil in the back of the head with his chair. That was what, 4 or 5 straight shots to the back of Red Devil's head. This is starting to get Rock Mankind levels of uncomfortable there. Got another chair. And just drops him with a shot over the chest. Red Devil tried to grab a sledgehammer out to even the odds, but it didn't really work. Bray back into the ring now. He's listening to the gloves. Hurt heel. Looks like he's going for hurt as he grabs another hammer and just drops Red Devil with it, and another shot over the spine. Oh, good God. Straight shot to the back of Red Devil's head. You gotta think Red Devil is gonna need some time to recover after this match, after that assault with the weapons on the floor. We just snatched Bray's arm, tried to rip it out of its socket. Red Devil is not going to go down easily. Owen driver on the floor. He's got his own weapon now. He's taking it up to catch his breath and then drops Bray with it, just rams it into the lower spine, but then over the back. Drags Bray to his feet, rolls back into the ring. Decides that he's not going to stay there. He went back out, locks in Meet Your Maker. He's got Meet Your Maker in, but it's on the floor. It's not falls count anywhere. Maybe no DQ, maybe no disqualification, but falls still have to occur within the boundaries of the ropes. Brings a chair in with him. You saw how long he took there. You saw how long the Red Devil took on the floor. He is hurt. He's been bleeding for quite some time in this match. He's taken 6, 7, maybe 8 shots to the back of the head between steel chairs and sledgehammers. He is struggling, but he's just snatched the Meet Your Maker again on Bray. Is Bray going to survive? Or is he going to choke out the Fiend? No, he's not. The Fiend gets out of it, and Red Devil is struggling. Sister Abigail, good night. All she wrote. It was a hell of an effort from Red Devil. It was a hell of an effort. He cannot go away from this ashamed. That was one hell of a performance. He should be proud of that one. He stood in there with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and he went toe to toe, move for move, hold for hold, and he damn near beat him on a number of occasions in that match. And the Fiend has been nigh on unstoppable recently. He's been on a mission, but he does accomplish that mission tonight. He beats all members of the Faces of Fear. He has put all of them down. Good God, Bray Wyatt is on a tear at the moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have got women's action. We have got the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, taking on the one half of the Anti-Divas in Paige. Let's see who is going to move up the rankings here in the PTW Women's Division. That match is coming up next. Here we go, folks. Your semi-main event of the evening. Semi, depends where you come from. Either way, it is your second to last match tonight, folks, and it is women's division action. We have got one half of the Anti-Divas accompanied, easy for me to say, by the other half of the Anti-Divas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Paige. Paige obviously has been a force here in PTW for a long time, almost since the very, very beginning. One of the most dominant performers we've had. I believe the only competitor so far to have held both the PTW Women's Tag Team Championships and the PTW Women's Championship. But she is going up against someone who's relatively new here in PTW, the Empress of Tomorrow herself, Asuka. Asuka has been somewhat impressive since getting here. She's not had many notable victories, but she's had great standout performances. Let's see if she could change that here tonight. Going one-on-one against one of the most dominant forces here in PTW. Strike off there between the two, going backwards and forwards. Paige snatching a dragon screw leg whip. I believe though that in terms of technical and submission ability, Asuka's going to have the advantage. In terms of straight brutality, it's probably Paige, but it's a close one, let's be honest. These two are fairly evenly matched. They have got, despite the fact they are from two very different places in the world that have two very distinct wrestling styles, they're actually somewhat similar. When you think of the Japanese strong style that Asuka employs, where it's a lot of big heavy kicks, as we are seeing there, a lot of submission offense and a lot of suplexes, and then you think of the British strong style, which is a lot of brutal holds, a lot of limb work, and again, a lot of heavy strikes. You think of things like that, and that's they're somewhat very similar styles, let's be honest. So this is quite a good matchup here, I think, and a nice high angle there, and then snatches the knee bar. I realise I've used that term snatches a lot tonight for submissions, but you know, it kind of works, so sue me. Big running knee from Asuka, but Paige rolled through it and goes back to the headbutts. Those have been a staple of Paige's offense since the PTW, since her PTW debut. She has used those to great effect over the last couple of months. High kick to the head, dropped Paige down there. Asuka does a quick strike, keeping Paige at bay, and then just kicking her down in the corner, going for the knee as well, and then throws her to the floor but doesn't follow her, takes a moment to catch her breath instead. Paige getting angry, grabs a chair. We've seen the chairs used a lot tonight. If you missed the last match, good lord, you saw a lot of chairs in that one. Or sorry, if you missed the last match, you didn't see a lot of chairs in that one, did you? Because you missed the match. Asuka, nice strike combination, shrugs the shoulders, a jumping high kick, and another one. He's trying to kick Paige's head until the 6th round. Paige comes back with a super kick, returning the favour. Mounted headbutts now. Asuka managing to escape. Palm strikes to the back of Paige's head, who then gets in there in a headlock to try and slow the momentum down. Asuka goes back in for that knee bar, rolled through in it. Good God. There's a nice small package there, but far too close to the ropes. See Lita looking on at ringside, watching her tag team partner in singles action. This will do great wonders for Paige if she's able to get a victory here. It might put her back in contention for the Women's Championship, the Singles Women's Championship. Of course, a big win here regardless would do great in whichever division she goes for. Missile drop kick from Asuka, back of Paige's head. And another spinning high roundhouse style kick. And then goes again for the knee bar. She's working like two opposite ends of the body here. She keeps working the legs and the head. Fall away slam there from Paige. Paige goes back to that chair, doesn't use it, goes for another fall away slam instead, just trying to keep Asuka down on the mat, which is a pretty sound strategy, to be honest. It's difficult for Asuka to snatch you in a submission or kick you while she's on the ground. Not impossible, but difficult. So they went for a discus elbow, didn't land it, but she landed three normal ones. Another big spinning high kick. Oh, and the mist! She already the face of the mist of the discus elbow to Paige. You can see some of the mist in her hair, but Paige is laughing about it. She threw Asuka to the floor and is just laughing in her face. The mist seems it's had little effect on Paige. A big super kick nearly put her away there. Big strike combination. She missed her again. How much has she got? She got like a reserve tank buried somewhere. Snatches that Evo one more time, but again, way too close to those ropes. Go behind, backdrop driver, high angle on the shoulders and head. Drop toe hold though for Paige to escape, grows back to that chair and swings it and hits Asuka with it. Asuka doesn't go down, but she walks into the three headbutts square to the top of the cranium, takes her down to the mat. Paige going up top, she thinking knee drop again. She is King Kong knee. But that's groggy Paige. And there's another knee bar from Asuka. Again, Paige was able to shimmy her body weight over to the ropes. Lita watching on like she's just a fan as well. She's liking this match. Go behind from Asuka, sits Paige down. PK square to the face. Now Asuka's got a chair, doesn't use it. Instead goes back to the strike combinations. Keep Paige down on the mat. But super kick from Paige again, and then locks in a PTO. but it's outside of the ring, so it's going to do damage, but it ain't going to win you the match. Super kick again. Paige busting those out quite frequently here. Another big shot to the top of Paige's head and a swing and a hit with a chair. Stands her back up and then goes with the spine. She keeps swinging with that chair, trying to do a lot of damage. We've seen that chair used greatly tonight, specifically in the last match. Bray Wyatt used the chairs and the hammers to incredible effect. Oh God, Rampage on the floor on a pile of steel chairs. When did this match suddenly get personal? Asuka's showing off, slapping the backside, and then Paige was like, okay, and just clipped her with a chair. Don't mess around when you're in the ring with Paige. You could try and be as light-hearted as you want, but Paige is just going to hit you really, really hard. Running heel kick once again to Paige's head, but she gets caught there with two back elbows. Paige contemplating her next move. Stands Asuka up, going behind, but Asuka with a nice variation on the Pele kick. Slowing the momentum down a little, but Paige goes back to the headbutts. Dance with who brought you. Drop toe hold once again. What's Asuka thinking? She keeps looking like she's maybe thinking Asuka lock. But every time she goes behind on Paige, Paige has it scouted. Kicks to the ribs and forearm to the face. Back and forth they go. Big roundhouse. Big clothesline. Both competitors down near enough center of the ring. Asuka back to her feet first. Whips Paige to the corner. Comes charging in. Goes for a hip attack. Paige avoids. Knee drop to the spine. Again, both competitors staying down. They're both winded here. Another back suplex from Asuka. Nice discus forearm. Clipped Paige in the side of the head. Goes back big strike combinations. Nice, another big spinning heel kick. Asuka now has got Paige. Paige has got her. Rampage from Paige. Easy for me to say. 1, 2. Paige gets the victory in a hell of a hard-fought contest. Good God, Asuka came to play tonight, but once again, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Always the best man, never the groom. That doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? No. But you get the point. Either way, Asuka came tonight with victory in mind, and she got so close, but once again, the team of Paige and Lita, the anti-divas, they are standing tall. Whether it's tag team action or it's one-on-one action, it's difficult to get past either of those two women, specifically Paige. She has been a dominant force since the doors of PTW opened. Since she stepped into this company, she has been one of the most impressive and top stars of the entire company. And I would go on record and state that. In fact, I probably just did. I think that counts, right? But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have got our main event of the evening. Hangman Adam Page, after winning the PTW Battle Royal at PTW Welcome to Paradise, officially should have won himself the #1 contendership, but it was so disputed that the board of directors were like, you know what? Nah, you were eliminated. So, despite the fact you won the match, it's null and void. So you got to earn it one more time. The 4 more impressive competitors in that Battle Royal: Big Bear, Lord Freezer, Rob Van Dam, and Hangman Adam Page himself, all squaring off. Fatal 4-way main event, folks. It's coming up next. And it's your main event, folks. Elimination style, pinfall or submission, and you are out. There is no over-the-top rope element in this one. You're thrown over the top rope, both feet hit the floor. Oh well, you've taken a bit of a tumble. You're not out of the match. You've got to be pinned or submitted to be eliminated in this one. We are going to get a confirmed #1 contender. No disputing it by the end of this fatal 4-way action. I don't know why Lord Freezer was going for a test of strength with Big Bear. That is a pretty dumb idea. Big Bear is going to be stronger than you. It's an interesting environment to see Big Bear in, actually, because he's used to one-on-one action or tag team action. Big Bear spear to Adam Page. Page kicking out, though, pretty quickly. RVD and Lord Freezer are going to be pretty impressive in terms of high flying ability. But Hangman Adam Page, a brawler. Big Bear is, well, I suppose you call him a brawler as well, but he's a powerhouse first and foremost. There was a figure 4 leg locked in there to Lord Freezer from Hangman Page. Page going for a powerbomb, stacking Freezer up high. Of course, it's not first pinfall or submission. It's, well, you've got to be pinned or submitted to be eliminated. Last man or bear standing is going to be your #1 contender here. Last man, bear, or whatever the hell Freezer is. I have no idea what Freezer is. Well, what is the species that Freezer is? Was that ever stated what the species was officially called in Dragon Ball Z? I don't know. I should ask him, I implore you. But no, big clothesline there from Adam Page. Standing moonsault from RVD. Freezer clawing Page in the head, and, well, it's kind of a choke slam, but more of a forehead slam. Whatever it was effective. Big Bear just keeps swinging. Of course, we know that Bear, the biggest problem Bear had in that Battle Royal was his stamina. It was a timed Battle Royal, and Bear drew #1. I think he started things off with Kazuchika Okada, if I remember correctly. There was a discus lariat there from Page to the Big Bear. Well, Bear struggles in terms of stamina. He's not used to long matches. You know, he's been having quite a few long matches here in PTW. So this one's going to be a while before it's over. We've got to have at least 3 falls before somebody is going to be declared the winner and #1 contender to the new PTW World's Champion, the genetic freak himself, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, after dethroning PTW's longest reigning world champion, Martial Law, at Welcome to Paradise. Steiner did the unthinkable in a three-way contest along with Paul Phoenix. And here we go, off the ropes with RVD. He's just flung halfway across the ring. Ducks the line now, goes strike combination. Big Bear with the running splash to Freezer. Oh, simultaneous kickouts, even though I think the ref was only actually counting 1. Rob, spinning corkscrew senton there. Everybody was in a pile except Freezer. He was the only one who wasn't. It's difficult to call these when there's so many people in the ring at once. There's so much going on. Bear just launched Freezer. Oh God. RVD powerbomb stacking up high, but there's also a roll through. And again, simultaneous kickouts. Referee Charles Robinson's got his hands full. At least he does. Oh God, corkscrew shooting star. I was going to say, at least he doesn't have to call like a disqualification or a count out. Don't have to worry about anything like that. He just has to look out for pinfalls and submissions. Speaking of submissions, the hell is that Freezer's got locked in on RVD? RVD is probably the worst person to lock in a submission like that. Deadeye! That's something that'll work against Rob. Drop him on his head. Trying to bend Rob at unnatural angles won't work, but good God, was that a burning hammer from Freezer to Big Bear, sending Bear out of the ring, which poor Bear is probably a bit of a saving grace. Can't be eliminated on the floor, but he's come back in with a chair and just clocked Freezer in the head with it for his troubles. Like, you hit me with a burning hammer, I'm going to hit you in the head with a chair. And then just beat you down, good God. RVD is, oh God, he's going for it again, another burning hammer. Freezer throwing out all the dangerous moves here. Oh God, clawing at Hangman's face. RVD just kicking everybody regardless of what they're doing. Pop-up Rana. Oh, Page almost eliminated there. I was going to call the sleeper slam, but then I was like, there might be an elimination. High-low combination from Hangman Adam Page and Rob Van Dam. Oh God, Freezer again with another burning hammer, this time very much on the chair, but RVD a victory roll. Bear kicks out. They go straight to a strike contest with Hangman. Bear headbutt. And then just a palm strike to the back of RVD's head. Bear does not care who he's swinging at. He just wants to hit people. He doesn't care who. Ref staying very clear. I think Hangman might be thinking Deadeye again, but RVD kicked him in the head instead. Double underhook into a facebuster. Like Hangman elevated, very nice. He almost went for a facebuster, but RVD caught him coming in with a code breaker. Freezer might be in trouble here. Everybody might be in trouble here. The one who's standing tall realistically is Bear. And just as I say that, Bear's down and Freezer's laughing at everyone. But there's still been no elimination here. All 4 competitors still alive in this one. Big Bear snatching into a knee bar. That is something that I did not expect to see tonight. I think going for the bear hug to Freezer. Is Freezer going to survive it? Yes, he does. I've got to admit, I'm a little partial for Bear. I'm kind of pulling for Bear. Good. Wait. Hangman's eliminated. The man who actually won the Battle Royal at the pay-per-view is the first one eliminated in this match. RVD caught it with a victory roll, proving that Hangman's victory at the pay-per-view should not have happened. In a legitimate contest, Hangman does not get the win. He actually is out first. RVD PK to Freezer. So who we thought was going to be our number 1 contender is not going to be our number 1 contender. And Bear taking a chunk out of RVD. RVD bleeding. Not the first person we've seen bleed tonight. Might not be the last. This match is not over yet. Bear starting to build momentum, but he's slowing down. You see the pacing. RVD, it's not the time to be showing off, man. And now trying to take a chunk out of Freezer. And I think he succeeded. Yep. Well, I was right when I said it weren't going to be the last person bleeding tonight. Oh, victory roll. This is what eliminated Hangman. Oh, but Bear survives it. And Bear's pissed. But he just got clocked with a chair, and so did RVD. Freezer is not happy. And when Freezer's not happy, things tend to explode. Powerbomb for RVD, but Bear just clocked him in the back of the head. And is trying to take a moment to catch his breath. Bear is tiring out. So this is difficult for Big Bear. He's not used to long matches. He struggles on matches that go past a certain length. And this is well past Bear's usual comfort zone. And he's up. Burning Hammer again. And thank goodness for small graces for the Bear. Bear falls to the floor. RVD. 5-star frog splash. Freezer very close to the rope. So Freezer's able to recover and get up before Rob can drag him away. Oh, but he just gets decked by the Bear. Off the ropes. No, RVD instead picks him up but gets caught with a big paw strike. Drop toe hold. Once again picked up. Insecurity attempt doesn't land, but the snatching of the arm does. A Bear has to tap out. Big Bear is eliminated. It's down to RVD and Lord Freezer, the 2 men bleeding in this match. Rob, nice with the insecurity off the ropes. Goes up top. Halfway across the ring with a 5-star. Is RVD about to do it? Is Rob Van Dam about to be number 1 contender? Freezer keeps getting back to his feet though. It's so difficult to block in any sort of like pinfall to Freezer because Freezer just keeps getting up. And now up in the air. Burning Hammer on the chair. Doesn't go for the pin. Runs in with a stomp. Stands RVD up. Rob, though he snatches him into a victory roll. 1, 2, 3. RVD just did the unthinkable. He was the last man eliminated in the Battle Royal at the pay-per-view. A lot of people said he should have been the victor. He should have been the winner in that match. He eliminated Hangman Adam Page, but nobody counted it, and that has been rectified tonight. RVD walks away the victor and your new number 1 contender to the PTW World Championship. He might be the second person to hold both the tag team and singles championships in their respective divisions. Obviously, we mentioned earlier, Paige, the first person to do it, winning the women's tag team and the women's world title here in PTW. RVD was the original PTW tag team champion along with Kane. He might be about, well, I say about, at some point in the very near future, he might be about to join a very, very elite club and possibly win the PTW World Championship. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to wrap things up here tonight for this episode. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. It has been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill by now. All the fun stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.